So now we're going to go over adding perspective to your sketches. Adding perspective can make your sketches more understandable, more interesting, more relatable, and also more accurate compared to how we actually view the world around us. Perspective can also give you more artistic control over how someone views your sketches. In a nutshell, perspective is guiding some of the lines in your sketch to converge to points that are referred to as vanishing points. Now, when you're sketching in perspective, you're going to be laying down some guidelines. And it's important to keep these guidelines in the sketches. At first, they may seem a little bit messy, but they actually make your sketches more interesting and also convey a sense of fluidity, which is going to allow your sketches to evolve and change on the fly. There are a few different types of perspective that differ based on the number of vanishing points that are used. So it's probably a good idea to go over a few examples now. So first we have a classic example of one-point perspective, the railroad track image. And so the railroad tracks are actually converging to a single point, one vanishing point, and that's how we get a one-point perspective image. We're going to go into more detail about how to actually construct images in these different perspectives in different videos, so we're not going to focus on that here. This image is an example of two-point perspective. And so this image was constructed using a vanishing point on the left and a vanishing point on the right of the image. Next, we have another two-point perspective example, so vanishing points on the left and right. And those vanishing points, the placement for these vanishing points is a little bit different than the last image. And their placement and the addition of the human figures makes it easy to perceive this shape as being something that's kind of room-sized. So that's a little bit different. This is an image drawn in actually three-point perspective. And so there are vanishing points on the left and right, and also an additional vanishing point on the bottom of the image. And that kind of gives us a perspective or a perception of being above these toasters and looking down. And here we have another example of three-point perspective, vanishing points on the left and right, and another placed underneath the image to give the perception of being above this piece of luggage and looking down at it.